Greetings, aspiring adventurers and cartographers. I'm Anders, the community manager for Lavapotion and Songs of Conquest. It says so right there. Now, welcome to our little theme. It focuses on our very own map editor, our most important tool, or at least most important of the ones we are sharing with you guys. This is an introduction to a small series that will give you the very basics of the map editor, giving you the tools that you need to create one of your very own. But first things is first. What is this map editor that I mentioned? As I said, it is our most important tool, or I guess the resources that people who work here could, be considered important too. But this one is for everyone. Now, it's the thing that we use to design every single map that you guys get to see and discover in Songs of Conquest. Either it's used for our cool skirmish maps designed for facing off against one to many more opponents, if it's a big map for 8 players or just a small 1v1. It's also the same tool that we use when we create our campaign maps that are more designed for story and adventuring with exploration and dialogue. Also cool events, just like, let's say, for instance, a magical forest that pops up behind you, blocking your path and forcing your hero forward. All things are tools that you can use just like that in our map editor. Now, who is this little series of videos for? Well, is it for the most decorated and award-winning cartographers who have already created a bunch of maps and just are looking for a new trick? No, it's not for them. It is for the newcomers, those who need the basic tools to get started, those who perhaps have looked on the map editor and thought it, damn, that looks a bit too much. This is an introduction for those, maybe for you. People who want to learn a bit more. People who want to learn the basics of creation. But before we go in and talk a bit in detail of what we're about to do here in this series, let's talk about what we're not doing, so you don't get the wrong idea. We are not going to teach you how to create a story-driven campaign map. That's for later. We have a series like that planned, but that's after the summer. Moving forward, nothing to see right now. But we will not teach you let's say you want to create a beautiful crafted map. Let's say you want someone to teach you of creating a masterpiece of vision and complexity. This isn't a series for that either. This is just to get you started, creating a map that works. So what will we talk about? And that is a very valid question. We're going to help you get started, teaching you everything you need to do to create a map of your own, a simple 1v1 skirmish map. Nothing fancy, nothing complicated. Something that works, so you can duke it out either against one friend or a single AI opponent. It won't be fancy, it won't be pretty, but it will work. So, what are we going to talk about? Well, we're going to create a series of 6 videos, not counting this one. This is just an introduction. The first video is, we're going to talk about interface overview. And if you've ever heard a cooler sounding sentence than that, well, lucky you. We're going to talk about layout of our editor and we're going to talk, what little buttons do on the side of the interface. Perhaps you've already opened it and seen that seems like a lot. Well, the first video will sort of teach you that it isn't. You won't need all the functions just to get started, but we'll show you which ones we're going to use. The second video is the absolute basics of creating your first map. It's going to be talk about starting positions and spawn points, things like that. The third video will be terrain editing. Just throwing in a few forests, roads, maybe some mountains. Talk a bit about different heights on the map. Just the absolute basics. So that your map just won't be a single path ahead to your enemy. The fourth video will be starting with things that we call map entities. For those of you who don't know what that is, that's things like hostiles and pickups. That means the monsters and the treasures they guard. Things that will make your map a bit more tactically varied and give you a bit more of a challenge. The fifth video is about map settings. Real showstopper, that one, but it is very, very important. We're going to talk about things and show you things regarding wind conditions, starting resources, and things like that. And when we reach that stage, our little map is just about done. It's that easy. The last video is about sharing your creation. We'll save it, upload it on mod.io, and we'll show you where you can find it. So let's say the technical part of this. And that's it. If you watch the entire series, you will have all the necessary tools to start creating your maps for Songs of Conquest. And perhaps that's all you need, just to help getting started. There is an active and fantastically helpful community on our Discord, pros even, that are willing to share their tricks and secrets with you. They are really the masters of the art. And perhaps, when you know the basics, you can join them. Create your own masterpieces and share them with the rest of us. So, what are you guys waiting for? Let's start creating. So, good luck.